This is Hannah Pollack reporting for The Slate. As the 2020-21 academic year draws to a close, Shippensburg University prepares to say goodbye to President Laurie Carter. President Carter is the 17th president of Shippensburg University, beginning her tenure in 2017. She is set to depart the university next month to take the president position at Lawrence University in Wisconsin. With just a couple of weeks remaining in the semester, President Carter and I sat down to talk about the last 4 years at Shippensburg University. In the days leading up to your inauguration, you chose to hold the 17 Days of Kindness, and now as you prepare to depart the university, the same event is being held. What is the significance of this event to you as well as our community?
Well, I think it's really significant to the world. Kindness matters. In our home, we've always had a little plaque that says, "Because nice matters." And I truly believe that. I think it makes a difference in how we interact with one another, definitely allows us to deepen our respect for one another. And when I arrived at Shippensburg University, it had come through kind of challenging times, and a little kindness goes a long way. And it really softened the community, brought us together in so many ways, and I thought it appropriate for us to end in the same way, really focusing on how we treat one another and that mutual respect. And kindness lifts all spirits, right? It's been a tough year. So let's all leave this year feeling good.
What do you consider to be your top accomplishments at Shippensburg?
Wow, that's a big question. I've been asked this question several times, and there's quite a long list of things that we've been able to accomplish together, and I'm so proud of that. I would have to say at the top of my list is shared governance. The way we have been able to work with faculty and engaged other bargaining units in our discussions about the future of the university has been significant. And it's going to make a difference in how the university is able to move forward. But in addition to that, all of the work on student success. I am a student-centered president. I love the students. This is why I do what I do and why I'm here. And to be able to make a meaningful difference in the lives of students has really been significant. We've increased our retention rate 6%. That means 6% more students are going from the first year to the second year and being successful at it. We've created a program for first-generation college students, so that population, which is almost 50% of our students, understands that they have extra support here because their families haven't been to college and they don't know how to support them through this process in a way that other folks whose parents have been to college can do. And so we not only support the students, but we support the parents as well, and that's meaningful. And we've actually done some interesting things with buildings. I haven't built any new buildings, but we have renovated buildings across campus. So we no longer have buildings that have fallen into disrepair. We're using all of the space that we have on campus, and we're using it in ways that, once again, is serving the students. So I'm really most proud about the fact that through shared governance, we were able to come together and do things like the first year experience, like the Student Success Center, to really make a difference in the lives of our students.
What is your overall proudest moment at Shippensburg?
This year. This was a challenging year. We started the year sort of hoping we would make it through Labor Day, through September, and this community, and once again, it speaks to the testament of how we have been able to work together. Faculty, staff, students, all across the university, leadership everywhere, saying we can do this, but we can only do it if we're working together and keeping the focus on the students. And I could not be more proud.
What are your favorite campus events that Shippensburg holds, whether it be homecoming or family weekend? What is your favorite one?
Well, those are certainly some of them. I love homecoming. It's really the bridge between the present and the past, and the opportunity to engage with so many alumni and participate in events across campus. There's just so much Ship pride and energy on campus during homecoming that it's hard for that to not be one of my favorite days. But I also love our Welcome Weeks program. The idea of welcoming students into the Shippensburg University community and allowing them to develop a sense of comfort here. And it's after a summer where the campus is kind of quiet. It's, bringing life back to the campus. It's part of that important cycle. Alumni Weekend is another opportunity to engage with alumni, many of whom are older and don't necessarily come to homecoming, but have this very strong connection to the university. And Family Weekend, my senior team and I serve breakfast to the families, and so we really get to engage with the families and hear them talk a little about their student and see the student with the family and the way that connection works. It's kind of magical. There are so many events on campus that are special. The Children's Fair is a great community connection. We've started Tricks, No Treats, Treats, No Tricks. All of those events make this such a special place.
Shippensburg University has navigated some rough waters during your tenure. From the PASHE system redesign discussions to other events within our own community, it has been bumpy at times. What has been the hardest part of your job at Shippensburg?
I think the hardest part is having folks understand that bumpy times come with any large organization, and that it's okay. And if we continue to focus on doing what's right for our students and for the university, it will continue to be okay. Dr. King has one of my favorite quotes of Dr. King is the true measure of a man is not where he stands in times of comfort and convenience, but in times of challenge and controversy. And we've had some challenges and some controversies, and I've always stood on the side of students. And so I think that that's what folks have to understand. Very often when something challenging occurs, folks focus only on that as opposed on the whole. And what we've been doing on the whole is some really good work so that our students can be more successful and that more students can be more successful. And so we have to get through the challenges and the controversies, but always focus on the good and our goal.
Having lived and learned through the last 4 years, what advice would you give to the President Carter who arrived in August 2017?
Breathe. There were moments during those challenges where it was really just trying to go through it and get through it and help everyone else breathe. And just like when you're on an airplane and they say, put your oxygen mask on first. I think sometimes as president, you spend so much time taking care of others that you sometimes forget to put your oxygen mask on.
In a recent PASHE Board of Governors meeting, you asked your colleagues to make an effort to diversify each university's Council of Trustees so they are more representative of the students they serve. Why is it so important for PASHE to make this change, and why did you feel called to say that during the last meeting?
I think it's important for every university in this country to make that change, if they haven't. A leadership team should represent the people it serves, and if it doesn't, it can't represent them well. Diverse viewpoints really add to the richness of any experience. And so if you have a homogeneous group of leaders, they're not likely to fully understand the lived experience of folks who are benefiting from their leadership. And so it's really incumbent upon all of us to make sure that as we look around leadership opportunities, that it's inclusive, that includes voices that can speak for all constituents. Because if you don't have that, then you simply cannot be doing what is in the best interest of those individuals because their voice is not at the table.
What do you hope for the SU community after you depart in June, and where do you see us in a year?
Well, I am very confident that we have a clear path forward for success for Shippensburg University. And my greatest hope is that we stay the course and sail full speed ahead into the plan that we have set, that has Shippensburg University thriving in the future. And so a year from now, I sincerely hope that we have continued to chart that path in a way that is benefiting the students, always keeping the students first, always having equitable student success in mind, and always doing the next right thing.
And finally, what will you miss most about this campus and this community?
The people. I am so fond of so many people here, and I am so grateful for their support, for their counsel, for their guidance, and for their hard work on behalf of the university. And so I will miss them. I'm already missing them. Sometimes I get a little weepy in meetings because I know that I won't be with these people who care so deeply and give so much. But I also know that they need to be here to continue that good work. And I will forever be grateful for this experience. I have learned so much from the people at Shippensburg University and gained so much from this experience. And I truly hope that I'm leaving a legacy that speaks to the message I sent during my inauguration, that we're able to make waves because waves take us places, carry us to new heights, and are powerful enough to break down barriers.